welcome back. So today I have a video on my top 5 series that I've been doing here on my channel. I've done luxury products, blushes, spring blushes, and highlighters up to this point. So now I'm going to do bronzers because that was what a lot of you guys requested next. So my top 5 bronzers is one of those things that I feel like it's ever changing. I could probably do a top 5 series every single year because if you guys are makeup enthusiasts like I am, there's products coming in all the time. I'm always switching out and finding new favorites and adding them in. But I think that the 5 that I picked out are 5 that I can confidently say are my top favorites that I've tried and used for a while now, and they are some of my beloved. So I'm just gonna get started. If you're interested in some of the other videos that I've done in the top 5 series, I will leave those linked down below. But I'm gonna start off with one that's a little bit newer to me, but I can't put down. Now, these bronzers aren't necessarily, I'm saying for contouring purposes or whatnot. I'm saying bronzing up the face. If you can contour with them, I'll let you know. But this is from NARS. This is in holiday packaging, but they do have another special edition packaging. Now, the bronzer inside is always permanent, but this packaging comes with the mini Ita brush. Now, this thing, I mean, let's just look at it. Would you just look at it? It's perfect. It's tiny, it's small. I actually like this one more than the full size. So it comes with a full size Laguna and then this mini Ita brush in it. I've been using this to contour. It's what I have on. I love this. You just get right in the cheekbones and then I use it and like blend it out. This brush seriously like makes this for me. So if you are wanting the palette that comes with the mini brush and the Laguna, it's called the Tahiti palette. I think they're selling it at Sephora right now. This was the limited edition one, like I said, but now it's in all black packaging. I don't think that it's going to be around for a long time, but like I said, you can always get the product. But I know if a lot of people have been wanting to try the Ita brush, and so it's perfect to get it together. And I don't think this was relatively expensive in comparison. So Laguna is one of those bronzers that is very like cool tone. I had heard about it for a really long time. It does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. So there's a lot of people that are like, oh, you shouldn't use shimmer to contour. I find it is so finely milled that you can't even see the shimmer. Now when I'm swatching it on my hand, it looks a little bit more like almost like an olivey tone. That's what I would describe it as, almost like a cool tone, olivey tone, golden bronzer. Really, really love this one. Like I said, it's what I've been using to contour my face, and then I go over top and use it to bronze up my entire face. I know Laguna has been a cult favorite on YouTube since I started, and I just picked it up this year, but it has been a go-to. Next bronzer that has been a go-to for me is from Too Faced. Now, Too Faced has a ton of amazing bronzers. They were actually so kind enough to send me their entire bronzer collection, so I've tried a ton of them. This one is my favorite. This is the Milk Chocolate Soleil. Now they have the Chocolate Soleil, Dark Chocolate Soleil now for darker skin tone, and then the Milk Chocolate Soleil is lighter, more fair complected people like me. So I really like this one. It is a matte bronzer, so you can use it to contour. I find that it's nice and subtle. It's a great bronzer to, like I said, contour with, but to be subtle and not to be too overdone. Really just use this one to give a little bit of definition in contouring, and I just use it to give a little bit more structure and color to my face. It is so fair. It is my favorite for just providing a little bit of definition and then using it almost as a little bit of a blush on my cheek, but it's a perfect one for more fair complected people. So this is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil, and these smell like chocolate. Bonus. Okay, it would not be a bronzer video unless I talked about my baby. This is from Jane. This is the color Inspire. They have another one, I think it's called Dream. This one is my favorite. It is probably one of my favorite bronzers ever. I love this color, everything about it. I'm actually looking right now, and the Milk Chocolate one is very, very similar to this. It's matte, so I mean, look how similar those two are. I hadn't even realized that till just right now. This is a perfect I use this one for all over brown, so I suppose I could be using the milk chocolate. I like the way that this brings so much color to my face. There's something about the formula. It's really soft. It's not like too powdery, but it really picks up on the brush and deposits on my face. I love this. The only problem is that Jane Cosmetics used to be sold at Ulta, and now they're not. So you can find them at Kohl's. You can find them online at Kohl's and online at janecosmetics.com. So that's the only negative, but for those of you who have a Kohl's, you can be able to pick this up. Really, really like it. It's around $13, but seriously, this is like one of my favorite bronzers ever. Every time I wear this bronzer, I feel like my face looks good. Like it lays on my skin well. It doesn't get patchy on me. That's a huge deal. All these bronzers that I'm showing you, I have not found to be patchy on me. I've tried a lot of bronzers and a ton of the formulas, and I can confidently say that the ones I'm showing you don't get patchy on me. So, and I do have a problem with bronzers getting patchy. I don't know what it is, but like my skin breaks up bronzers sometimes. So anyway. Okay, now for a bronzer that completely warms up my face, and I really use this as an all-over bronzing product to just really bring a ton of color. This is maybe an unexpected one, but it's from Laura Mercier, and it's a loose powder version. This is in Warm Bronze. You guys, if you want something that is legit going to make you feel like you've been in the sun, beautiful golden goddess, you need to try this. A little bit goes a long way since it is a loose powder. I know it looks intimidating. It has little golden shimmer in it, which is gonna, I almost want to do like a heavy swatch so that you can really see the goldiness to this. But I don't know, can you even see that on my finger? It has a lot of like a gold sheen in it. I'm doing a really heavy swatch so that you can see the gold sheen. But when you blend this out all over the face, it is, you see that? Can I get a what? So pretty. When you blend this out all over your face, it honestly is the most gorgeous bronzer of life. Look, it like blends out. Oh, I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you. It's so pretty. So that is like probably one of my favorites, especially going into summer. Has that gorgeous glow to it, and I really just use it. I use it on a big fluffy brush. I use the Real Techniques, I think it's the blush brush, like the big powdery one, and I just go to town all over my face with it, and it just is like, it looks like I've been in the sun, and it just gives that really nice golden glow. So that is Laura Mercier Warm Bronze. The last one, and then I do have an honorable mention, because what would it be without my honorable mentions, right? This is Dallas from Benefit. I love this bronzer. It's a bronzer blush. It has a lot of really nice warm terracotta. This is so old. This is one of the first makeup products that I picked up. I actually have a backup of it because someone told me that it was gonna be discontinued, and it wasn't. So I went and bought a backup because I was like, no! But I think there was buzz that it was being discontinued, but that's not true. So don't worry if you were already a lover of this. It's not leaving. Benefit even put it out on their Instagram themselves and said that it wasn't. So that was just a rumor. But this is a beautiful, like you see, like look, I've hit so much pan on this. It's just a beautiful color, and like I said, you can use this as a bronzer and a blush. You will see the difference in color. It does have that blush tone to it, but it works perfect for a bronzer. So I just love this, and when I use this, I really forego a blush because you can just kind of blend it in, and you don't have to put anything else on top of it. You just really give your face that structure and beautifulness. I don't really contour with it. I more use it to bronze up the whole face, but you really just, you know, blend it into whatever contour you have going on, skip blush, use it as the bronze blush color that it is. But that is Benefit's Dallas. Oh, it's so beautiful. Has like a little bit of a sheen to it, but more so, as you can see, it's just so much more pink to it, or like a little bit like of pinky terracotta. I don't know, love it so much. So, and now for my honorable mention, I just had to mention it. The Bobbi Brown bronzers are some of my favorites. I do like the light one, but I not recently, but about 6 months ago, got the medium shade. This is more for darker skin tones, but I like it because it has red in it. So the times that I want to have a little bit more of red, that is what a natural, like, bronzy, or if you've been in the sun, looks like. This one's great to pull out in the summer. It's matte. But I really enjoy this one, and as you can see, it's darker than the rest, and it does have a lot of more red in it than the rest of these do. So this is a great one for if you have a little bit more deeper skin tone, but also if you're looking for a bronzer that has a little bit more red or warmth in it. And again, those look really natural, especially when you're using them to bronze up and warm up your complexion. So those are my top 5 plus my one honorable mention of my favorite bronzers of all time, my most used, my go-tos. Please leave some of your favorites down below. I love hearing what you guys love about a bronzer, so tell me what your favorite bronzer is. Love hearing your recommendations of some products that I may have in my collection or I may need to go and check out. But these are definitely a good variety, I think, of colors. So I think if you have any of these in your collection and you've neglected them, pull them back out, give them another shot, and definitely keep me updated and let me know if you do try any of my recommendations today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Mwah.